Solving permutation equation, we have the problem, what is the value of n from the given equation? Permutation of n taken 2 is equal to 72. Remember that n factorial is equal to the diminishing product of n up to 1. That means the value of n is a natural number, which is also called as the counting number. The natural number starts from positive 1. Let's go back to our problem. The permutation of n taken 2 is equal to 72. What is the value of n? Remember the formula of permutation of n taken r is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Our solution for permutation of n taken 2 is equal to 72 is n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial is equal to 72. Applying the formula, we have n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial is equal to 72. Reducing the equation by the greatest common factor, which is n minus 2 factorial. And we have the product of n and n minus 1 is equal to 72. Using the distributive property, we have now the product as n squared minus n is equal to 72. N squared minus n is equal to 72 is a quadratic equation. Let's change it into the standard form, and that is n squared minus n minus 72 is equal to 0. The factored form of the left expression is n plus 8 times n minus 1 is equated to 0, recalling factoring quadratic equation where a is equal to 1. Solving the values of n from the factored equation, n plus 8 times n minus 9 is equal to 0. So we have n plus 8 equated to 0, and now n is equal to negative 8. And the other factor, n minus 9 equated to 0, we have n is equal to positive 9. And we have the values of n as negative 8 and positive 9. Remembering the value of n must be a natural number. So for the value of n for our permutation problem, permutation of n taken 2 is equal to 72. We have n is equal to 9. So we have permutation of 9 taken 2 is equal to 72. We need to verify our answer. So let's do the checking. Checking is done only by substituting the value that we got. So we have is permutation of 9 taken 2, is it equal to 72? The expression at the left side must be equal to the expression at the right side. It is good to write the denominator first because in permutation, the denominator is already the greatest common factor. Remember that the greatest common factor is used to reduce a certain expression. Dividing the greatest common factor, which is 9 minus 2 factorial, we have now 9 times 9 minus 1. Is it equal to 72? 9 minus 1 is 8, so yes it is, because 9 times 8 is equal to 72. And we therefore conclude that permutation of 9 taken 2 is equal to 72.